Good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Arvind Sharma, Associate Professor in Physics, Government Deoghar College, Bikaner. Today we are going to discuss about the topic avalanche transit time devices. Avalanche transit time devices, the name of these devices according to their property or fundamental principle behind these devices. Avalanche transit time diode oscillators. Avalanche transit time diode oscillators rely on the effect of voltage breakdown across a reverse biased PN junction to produce a supply of holes and electrons. This is very important para for you. This is very important statement for you. Avalanche transit time diode. A category of diode when it is used as oscillators, then we just take the effect of voltage breakdown across the reverse biased PN junction. We are taking the reverse biased PN junction and such kind of device produce and supply of holes and electrons. Ever since the development of modern semiconductor device theory, scientists have speculated on whether it is possible to make a two-terminal negative resistance device. Two-terminal negative resistance device. Tunnel diode was the first such device to be realized in practice, which is two-terminal negative resistance device, tunnel diode. Its operation depends on the properties of forward biased PN junction. Tunnel diode's properties are forward biased PN junction, in which both P and N regions are heavily doped. For tunnel diode, one property is two-terminal negative resistance and second one is P and N regions are heavily doped. P and N junctions are heavily doped. The other two devices are transferred electron devices, TED, the chapter we are going to understand, and the avalanche transit time devices. There are two kinds of devices in this chapter. One is transferred electron devices. Second one is avalanche transit time devices. Transferred electron devices we already understand in the previous videos where we understand the gun effect, and by using gun effect we understand the mechanism of gun diode. Now here the remaining part is related with avalanche transit time devices. Avalanche transit time devices. Here we discussed remaining diodes, which are reed diode, impede diode and triplet diode. These are avalanche transit time devices. The transferred electron devices or the gun oscillator operates simply by the application of DC voltage to a bulk semiconductor. In transferred electron devices or gun oscillator, we see that we just apply DC voltage across a bulk semiconductor. A bulk semiconductor and a DC voltage applied across it. There are no p-n junctions in this device. For transferred electron devices, we are using bulk semiconductor and we apply DC voltage. Hence, there is no p-n junctions in this device. Its frequency is a function of the load and the natural frequency of the circuit. Frequency is a function of load. Second one is natural frequency of the circuit. The avalanche diode oscillator. Now the term avalanche diode oscillator. Avalanche diode oscillator uses carrier impact ionization. What uses? Avalanche diode oscillators. What uses? Carrier impact ionization. Number one, carrier impact ionization, and number two, drift in the high field region. Drift in the high field region of a semiconductor junction to produce a negative resistance at microwave frequencies. Here, negative resistance is produced in the microwave frequency region. The device was originally proposed in a theoretical paper by a Reed. I many times explained you that this bracket, big bracket 1, shows the research paper reference that is given at the last of your chapter. So, for MSc purpose, you just forget about this. And if you want to learn about more about this article, you can read this paper also, and these papers are available on internet. But this is a very lengthy process, so only see those papers which are necessary. Just like gun effect paper, I already explained you. Okay, and if somebody wants to go for research areas in this field, this is a very important field and very specific field for research. And research point of view, this is very important. If somebody wants to go in this field, research area, then he try to understand the all papers or reference papers given in this chapter. And if somebody wants to prepare a dissertation on any kind of topic from here, then he can also go through the research papers. Okay, so originally Reed his in paper, theoretical paper, explain the such kind of devices which are known as avalanche diode, and these are analyzed by negative resistance properties of an idealized N plus P I P plus diode. N plus P I P plus diode. Here not only p-n junction, there are 4 regions: N plus, heavily doped N, P, I, P plus, again heavily doped P. So there are 4 regions, not 2 regions like p-n diode. N plus, P, I, P plus diode. Okay, 2 distinct modes are available, or 2 distinct modes are possible of avalanche oscillator, which we observed N plus P I P plus diode. One is the impaired mode, one is the impaired mode. And what impaired stands? IMP for impact and A for avalanche and TT for transit time. Impact, ionization, avalanche, transit time operation. Impaired diode, impaired mode. In this mode, a typical of DC to RF conversion efficiency is 5 to 10%. Efficiency is low, only 5 to 10%. And frequency are as high as 100 gigahertz with silicon diodes. If we are using the silicon diodes, then frequency can be raised 100 gigahertz, but its conversion efficiency is 5 to 10%. The other mode is triplet. Other mode is triplet mode, and it represents TRA for trapped, TRA for trapped, P for plasma, A for avalanche. Here TT for triggered transit. Triggered transit. Trapped plasma avalanche triggered transit operation. Its typical conversion frequency is 20 to 60%. Conversion frequency is 20 to 60%. Another type of active microwave device is the BERIT. This is not in your syllabus, but just I explain it. What is BERIT? Barrier injected transit time. BERIT, barrier injected transit time diode. It has long drift regions similar to IMPET diodes. BERIT have long drift regions like as IMPET diodes. The carriers traversing the drift regions of BERIT diodes. The carriers traversing the drift regions of BERIT diodes, however, are generated by minority carrier injection. Minority carrier injection. From forward biased junction. We are using here forward biased junction rather than being extracted from the plasma of an avalanche region. Several different structures have been operated as BERIT diodes, like as PNP, PNVP, PN new P, PN metal, metal and metal. There are different kinds of structure possible for BERIT diode. Okay. BERIT diode have low noise frequency of 15 dB. That is also another property of BERIT diode, that it have low noise frequency, approximately 15 decibel, but their bandwidth is relatively narrow with low output power. But its bandwidth is relatively narrow and output is low output power. So here we try to understand about the avalanche transit time devices introduction. What are avalanche time devices? What are the basic principles behind that? And how many kinds of diodes or modes are possible? We try to understand from this article. Okay, so read this article very carefully, because this chapter is research oriented chapter and quite good, or some extended fundamentals are there involved. So you must be very careful when you read it and try to understand and try to remember or memorize it. Okay, so do work hard. Thanks to all of you.